Hello, everybody. My name is Dan Lentz, Director of Warren County Parks and Recreation Department, and I'd like to welcome everybody today to the ribbon cutting ceremony here for the county's newest park amenity, the splash pad, here in Dr. Seide Memorial Gardens Park, which has been here since 1971. I'd like to take a moment and just thank those groups in the community for their efforts, local organizations that have come together, the Blue Ridge Arts Council, the Warren Coalition, the Rotary Club of Front Royal, and the Front Royal Kiwanis Club, who donated collectively $33,000 towards the Splash Pad project, which we're really pleased about. I'd also like to personally thank the Board of Supervisors and Mr. Doug Stanley, County Administrator, for having the vision to allow staff to develop this beautiful park. And I'd also like to thank county staff, to include Brandy Rosser, Alan Munson, Lee Cockrell, Brad Kresge, Kelly Zitzer, Debbie Cook, Robin Richardson, and other county and parks employees who helped make this project a success. And then lastly, I'd like to take just my sincerest thank you to Sea Spray, who constructed this beautiful park for our community. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be standing here today. But at this time, Doug Stanley, Mr. County Administrator.
I just want to thank the board for allowing us the opportunity to go out and get support from our community partners, and the board put up about 60% of the funding for the project. The old fountain that was here had kind of outlived its usefulness. It was more of a public nuisance in the last few years, and I think the splash pad's going to get a lot more interest from the youth of the community. But congratulations to the Parks and Rec Department for this new amenity.
Thank you. At this time, Mr. Dan Murray, Chairman of the Board of Supervisors and North River District Rep, would like to say a few words.
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out on this sunny, bright day, about 80 degrees. We can all run through. This is a great rebirth of an area, and it shows what can be done with cooperation and just community unity. Years ago, the pool was dedicated, and an ex-mayor dove in the pool. And being we have an ex-mayor here, would you like to be the first through the splash pad? Hollis. Where's the diving board?
Okay, thank you. At this time, Mr. Tom Sayre, Shenandoah District Representative and Vice Chair of the Board of Supervisors, would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Dan. We are looking forward to utilizing the splash pad in the spring. We are getting the grand opening out of the way now, so we are ready first thing in the spring. I want to thank all the people who have worked on this project, and we had, as Mr. Lentz mentioned, 33,000 people of private donations, which equaled about 33% funded through private donations. And there's one in Winchester, a splash pad in their downtown area. My understanding is, Clay mentioned to me that it is heavily used, and that's what we're hoping happens here in Front Royal.
Thank you. And last but not least, from one of our project patrons, Mr. Bret Hrbeck, speak on behalf of the Rotary Club of Front Royal.
Thank you, Dan. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here representing the Rotary Club of Front Royal. We've been here for 93 years, partnering that whole time with the local government and the community organizations to help improve our community. And it's a wonderful opportunity for us to be able to help the youth of our community, as well as just the general Parks and Rec. I believe that is probably the crown jewel of our county, is our Parks and Rec. I'm proud to go and tell people we're from Warren County when they come and see Shenandoah, come to see Park, come to see Rockland Park, come to see Fantasyland, down here, our pool. And it's just an honor for us to be a part of, continue to be a partner with the county and the local government.
Thank you very much. This time we're going to have the ribbon cutting ceremony. We're going to have these three gentlemen here. Kim, would you like to come up? Brandy, can you come up?
Why don't you mention
please?
this in 8 minutes later?
Would you like to come up? Oh yeah. I will. While we're getting prepared, I will mention that when we get ready to turn, pay close attention to the the actual splash pad. You're going to see the 4 rings come on, stare directly in the center of the ring. You're going to look like it's a star-shaped fan. Look, it's really, really cool. In the middle, there's jets going to be going up and down, and then you have 12 little jets that come up and down, but they're all timed on 8 minutes, so you have to push the button once, not continually. And for your safety, and if you really need to take a look at the rules, because there are rules when using this particular facility. Thank you.
Yes, all of them.
Okay, here, sorry. Okay, I'm going to follow directions. Really?
Good. Hope it's not the last.
You gonna count down?
Count
Okay.
from 3.
Go ahead.
3, 2, 1.
Look. I'm not sure what this means. These are just like the scissors I have at home.
These are safety
Yeah.
scissors for children.
That's what I got, safety scissors.
Yeah, safety scissors for the kids.
Hey, Dan.
Did you like it?
Welcome here, buddy.
There you go, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
All you need to
Is
do
there a button?
is touch that button. Hold it down for a few seconds. Hold it down for 3 or 4 seconds.
There you go.
Looks like,
Go ahead, Will. Duck your foot.
Will's like, hey, not. Hey, Will, I hear it's heated.
Oh!
Will. Okay, Will. So that one started. Some more, okay.
Yeah, they'll start coming. Go ahead, show us how it works, Doug. Hold that.
All right, he's going.
Hold that.
Give your wallet.
No.
No, it's nothing on that one, Doug.
Oh, that's nice.
If you ever take a look at the green ring, can you kind of see they're like a star shape developing? It takes a few minutes to develop.
Because the blue one's just starting. There it goes. Yeah.
I am so excited to be down here at the new splash pad. It's open. What a transformation. This
It is.
fountain that was kind of an eyesore. I bet it was beautiful back in the day.
In the day, but not.
Oh, well,
Did you see the diving board back there? Speaking of diving
All right,
boards.
sounds good. You know, kids of all ages, you're going to come back down later,
Sure
right?
will.
We're here till 5 o'clock today, Saturday. Will it be open anymore this year? Or is this
No,
kind
this
of the
is it. This is the pre.
it. This is like the
Kickoff.
taste, the kickoff for next
Yeah.
spring. How exciting. So what prompted this whole project?
The fountain was in deplorable condition. It was an eyesore.
Right.
So the right thing to do is to make use of the space.
Exactly.
And you can't find a better use because people were asking for a splash pad. So when you can give back to the citizens what they're asking for, it's
about.
important.
Yes.
That's why we're here.
Very good. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
This is going to be so wonderful for the community.
Oh, I can't wait to bring my grandkids down to it.
So, Dan, Parks and Rec. What does Parks and Rec have planned for this program?
For this program
the
here?
new splash pad program.
Well, it's going to be open to the public, and the hours of operation are going to be probably 10 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. Now, as the fall gets on, of course, they're going to have to change the time, but it'll be as early as April, right around like the the apple blossom. We'll have it open again, temperature driven. We're not sure, but if you look around the area here, you have 4 rings, as I mentioned earlier. In the center, that'll shoot up and down. It runs on an 8-minute timer, so you only need to push the button 1 time. Okay, and then you got 8 spray nozzles, and they all come on intermittently. Will come on and stay on 8 minutes. It'll shut down, and once the 8 minutes goes, you'll go back in and push the button again. But we're looking forward to anybody. As you can see, it's located in a perfect area. I mean, you got Miller Park over here. You've got Lions Park, which is Fantasyland, and Freewheeling Way here. You're right off the bypass here. We can't wait when it does warm up again to open up to the general public. And let's just say this is not in any way interfering with the Todd Stokes pool. This is just open to the public. It's free. I just asked everybody, please, be careful. Read the rules and follow the rules.
Now, this was a joint project with the community as well as the
Right.
Have we done that many times, or is this kind of
over the years? No, we've gotten certain. The Warren Coalition comes to mind because they were very generous. All of the groups are generous, but they've in the past. We have up at Rockland Park. They've given us funding for 2 different projects. We have there the exercise stations. If you've been up to see it, if you ever played disc golf, they help us pay for the baskets. They help us pay for playground equipment. Same thing with the Rotary Club. I think it was at the one time down in Linden. They paid for the bulk, if not all, of the playground equipment down there up at Disney Hollow and Linden Park. So it's a community-wide effort. I mean, through and through.
We have a pretty large parks and rec department, so
Yes.
when you look at all the activities in parks, they're kind of like, I always said, this best kept secret in Warren County sometimes is parks and rec.
Yes.
We don't realize how much we really have, and almost every little community area of the county has a park or some sort of activity going on.
Right. But we're fortunate. I mean, with the local government, and we're here for the general public. We want the general public to come out like today and really enjoy this facility, like the playground over here.
Yeah, it's full.
We talked about. Yeah, it's full.
You can look out here behind us. Look at the cars. I mean, people are using our facility.
Exactly. So we're very excited, and like I say, next spring we can hardly wait for when it does warm up. It'll be open as soon as the temperature does break. But it is unique. There aren't too many people. We're very fortunate in Warren County with a lot of features. I mean, the skate park, we have a dog park, trail systems that are granted, a soccerplex. That's great. I mean, we're very, very fortunate.
Well, thanks for talking to us.
Well,
Dan.
thank you.
It looks like
Look
what
I got here. I'm dragging the very first kid who ever ran through the splash pad. Good old Whill Stanley. Yes, you will be walking here when you're like 60 years old, and you'll be pointing out to your grandkids, hey, I was the first kid to ever go in the original splash pad. We'll probably have a few more since then, right? Congrats. So tell us, what I love about this project is the community involvement with Rotary Club. Come over here, Brett.
Come on, Brett.
Rotary Club and so many. Tell us a little bit more about who contributed to this project and how much money we saved from doing so much in-house for the county.
Well, certainly, I think we had Blue Ridge Arts Council, and they had a conduit for a $15,000 donation to the Dominion Foundation. The Rotary Club put up about 6, right? We had Kiwanis put up, I think, $500. We had, oh boy, I'm going to pull my cheat sheet out. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Coalition. I knew their amount. $11,386. So, and the Coalition has been a great partner for us on a number of other projects, including the physical fitness pad out there at Rockland Park. They've helped us buy swing sets for the Compton Kissel right up on top of the mountain, the bus stop up there. So a lot of these projects with Park and Rec, we cannot do them without our community partners. You can go over to Bing Crosby Stadium, and there's a beautiful new scoreboard up there, thanks to Marlowe Motors, who put up 50% of the cost. They're paying $5,000 a year over, I think it's like 12 years to help us fund that. So the reality is there's not enough tax dollars out there to do. We can't expect the taxes to pay for everything. And sometimes it takes the support of city organizations to make it happen. So
Collaboration and the work that you did from not having the contractor have to do a lot.
So yeah, we probably saved, I think, around 50 grand we did all the demo ourselves. We tore out the old fountain and we put in basically the sub base down. We've come back and put in the sidewalk connections, and we dug the sewer line and the water line connections. So our staff, we have a very talented group of guys, and they were able to help us save a little bit of money.
One thing, do we recycle this water?
This water is not being recycled. That's about another 50 grand for the for a recycling system. the good thing is, because it's on a timer, it shuts off on 8-minute cycles. You're not having to use as much water, and you're only using when people are actually here. But it's always one of those things we talk. It's something we can go back and add. We'll keep an eye on the water usage. You also have to get into the treating of the water if you're recycling it too. So it creates some other issues, but it can be done. We're under the grasp of it.
So is this park just open today, or is it going to be open?
It's open, and I was just looking at the weather forecast. I think Monday's going to be in the mid-70s, and kids are out of school, so I'm hopeful. I think Dan, between what's the hours? 10 to 8. 10 to 8 should be open.
to 8 p.m.
So even if the weather permits, if they don't see the water going, you come and push the button. And
That's good to know. So you're driving by and it's nice weather.
Exactly.
Just because you don't see the water on.
So we're, October, you will get some 75, 80 degree days. So we're hopeful that we'll get up to days. Obviously, we'd like to have this done about 2 weeks ago when it was 95 degrees, but
Who knew?
that's the way it works out. We're trying to.
To be able to even test it out.
Yeah, we had some delays with the contract. The other thing good too is that we'll be able, once the concrete cures by next spring, we'll be able to either stain or paint the concrete a color scheme to give it another kind of nice look to it. So we'll be able to do that before we open up in the spring.
Good. Well, thanks, gentlemen, for all you do for the community and for kiddos like this. Kids young and old.